And how beneficial could this IL step be for Lopez?
Well, hopefully it's, we can get him to the end of it and he's ready to go. But I think it can, can be with, him coming back in the first year starting. I hated that he experienced what he did because we hated losing him, but I think probably in the long run, it could be something that ends up being a good thing for him.
And he didn't really test it, right, in the last week?
No, he's throwing today. He's starting to play catch today. We're hoping he feels really good.
You seem pretty optimistic in Milwaukee about just getting that clean MRI. What was the final factor in just ILing him?
We were just waiting to see when, kind of stretching it out as long as we could to see how he responded, and then, got to a point where, you wait so long, then he's going to need to have some time to get ramped back up, so.
What's the exciting part of having Michael Harris beginning the rehab assignment, knowing you have the potential to have him back soon?
Yeah, that's good. He's going to start out, I think, DHing for a couple of games and then getting back in the outfield, and hopefully, everything goes well there when he can come back when his time's up.
Was his first test, like the final test, was that the other day running the bases?
Yeah, yeah.
So his time's up to the 14th. You could see him on the road trip.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, if everything goes well, and he's going to have to run around in the outfield, but hopefully that's the case. Originally, he was going to go. We'd sent him to Florida just because they were starting lives, just to kind of maybe get a jump on that. And then as soon as he got down there, that storm hit, and they weren't doing anything. So I thought maybe it'd be a good idea, because he could just, if nothing else, see a live arm for a while before he went out. Might help aid in getting him back quicker even.
So he's been hanging out a couple of days down there, or did he get back?
I think he went down there and it turned right around, came back. Because about the time he got there, that storm was all of a sudden bearing down on him, and they were going to shut the place down, and there wasn't anything going on.
How impressed have you been with Bryce, given that, what you mentioned, Milwaukee, it's kind of hard to get those guys off the routines?
Yeah, no, it's good. He's handled it like a pro, and I think, once you do it and you see you can have success with doing it, then it's not that big a deal, I don't think. It's just, it's part of it, and things you got to do to survive.
I was mapping out the rotation the other day. You could either do it here, put Bryce here Tuesday, or you would have had to bring someone up on Sunday to make sure everyone had extra days. Is that just where you guys came? Exactly. We're going to keep moving it around just to try and benefit us, the players, and get it stretched out where we can continue to give them as much of the extra rest as we can.
Will you wait to decide on leadoff, or do you feel comfortable with Soler there when Harris gets back, you hit him somewhere else?
Well, I don't. He's going to miss so much time. I don't know. We'll probably just put him in the middle somewhere and see what it looks like. Hoping Slayer goes off and makes it a really good choice.
Kelnick's kind of had some ups and downs. How much is that just the factor of being a young player?
I just think it shows you how hard this game is and how hard it is to sustain. It was really good, and he did good, but it's just it's really tough to keep things going, and and that's part of a young player learning to do it, I think.
Matt's still had some strikeouts, that kind of thing, but have you seen in the last week some progress with him? Do you think he's getting closer to being himself?
Yeah, I mean, it's we had a little run of homers there and all, and it just hopefully he just keeps, he's going to show up, and he's going to hopefully get more run into more of those streaks. So that's what we're looking for.
Anything else for Snitker?
Okay, thank you.